It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we welcome you to week 1 of a new NFL season. And, partner, no waiting around for either of these teams. We are jumping right into the season with an AFC West rivalry game between the Chargers and the Raiders.
And so much attention on the AFC West as we head into this season. Both of these teams fought their way to winning records last year, and the division was tough then. Very similar teams. Remember, Las Vegas snuck into the playoffs at 10-7. Los Angeles just left out at 9-8, and they had that winner-take-all game to finish it in Week 18 last year. We know that every win's going to be crucial, especially in this division. Let's get this one going. Partner, I know you're ready to go.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career while coming out in one of the toughest divisions in football.
Second and 5 now. Carr, he's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, Carr to Renfro. Back to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller, taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Running on first down, Eckler knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. Play action this time for Justin Herbert, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Carr now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Again, it's Carr. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his car. Throw left side complete. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 8 yards out, and the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And a solid run down inside the 30. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. So the decision is a result. The drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. On the screen, this is Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there. Here's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers.
It's not often that we see.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that challenge, a successful one. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Williams brings it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Up the middle with Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On play action, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Chandler Jones in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback. But here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Carr looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now a give up the middle. This is White. He'll get this up to about the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Darren Waller's one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and when he's healthy, he's always on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Easy play right there for him to move the chains.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Well, there's that man again, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from 8 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about?
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it,
like a heck of a keep things, but even
the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. taken at about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So, for the Chargers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been